Okay, Wizcon 2011 in Chicago. This one ironically began a lot of the ways it did last year. If you pre-ordered a ticket, which was $5 off, but you paid like a $4.75 convenience charge per ticket, you got to stand in line to get your physical tickets and then go inside. If you didn't pre-buy a ticket, you just got to walk right in, buy a ticket, and walk right into the convention. Much like last year, it was an absolute cluster in the very front. So where the main entrance is where they have the majority of your celebrities. I got 0 autographs this time for the celebrities, primarily because it was laid out so horribly. They do seem to pack more and more celebrities in the exact same space. They also, normally they at least have like maps posted near the area so you find out where they are. No, if you didn't actually grab one before you walked in, you had a hard time trying to find anybody. They really didn't have, in the past I actually had, a little kind of like piece of poster board, at least with the information of, who is where. So then going on to the artist alley, same sort of deal. If you didn't have the initial, like 2-page spreadsheet, you really couldn't find anybody. And like what they did last year, you essentially have an additional line of people there in the same amount of space. So it was hard for most places to walk 3 people across. So if I'm looking at one side, someone's looking over here, it's probably tough to get maybe 1 or 2 people in between it. So of course, the bright side, of course, I got to see my buddies from Unshaven Comics, unshavencomics.com. They're a Chicago-based group. So I was actually able to get a piece from my buddy Matt Wright. As you can tell, this is Rage Lantern Darth Maul fighting Blue Lantern Darth Vader, for the Death Star exploding in the background. Now, yes, before I get yelled at, how can Vader be doing force lightning if he's electrical? That is actually Hope Lightning, since he's wearing the blue ring. Again, another phenomenal piece. If you've seen the pieces before, I've got my Green Lantern Thanos, and my Yellow Lantern Jigsaw, and my Orange Lantern Gollum. They did another book, too, from their Disposable Razor series. And this one is about samurai space simians. It's done very, very much in kind of like a Power Rangers sort of way. So, relatively over the top, and they're fighting like demon dinosaurs. Actually, pretty interesting. I'll be the first person to say that when it comes to this sort of stuff, they do a really good job at it. Again, it's unshavencomics.com. People who work on it, there's Matt Wright, Mark Fishman, and I'm probably gonna, I guess, Kyle Nepper. If I ruined your last name, Kyle, I'm entirely sorry. Did I wear on a costume? Yeah. Again, I was doing the hybrid blue and green lantern. I still find it weird that a few people say you can't wield two rings. I guess I never actually read most of the comics, because even if you would have read War of the Green Lanterns, you would have known that Guy had on Rage and Love at the exact same time, and that both Guy and Hal have both had on Rage and Green at the exact same time. So I guess the only ones you probably can't wear at the same time probably green and yellow and blue and red. Beyond that, actually, even for a while, I think wasn't Hal blue, green, and held on to the orange at the exact same time? I mean, so obviously you can hold multiple rings at the same time. Actually, even in War of the Green Lanterns, Hal wore a yellow and an orange ring. So apparently you can. There wasn't that much in the way of cosplayers there this time, primarily because they don't do the actual costume contest till 6 o'clock at night. So, this year was kind of a downer. I got to get Gleason to sign some stuff. Tomasi was not there. I could not find Galopian, who's an anchor. I was able to get stuff signed by Rodney Ramos. So, all in all, unless something spectacular happens next year, I am probably going to focus more on C2E2, and might even skip Wizcon entirely.